What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another account progression video. Alright, so it's time for another tier 2 character, and we're going to be getting White Fox to tier 2 today. Or at least I should say we are hopefully getting White Fox to tier 2 today. So I just finished all of her heroic quests, so we do have all of the biometrics that we can get from her, as you can see here, 430. And we are going to be using those right now to try to get her gears to 20. Just wanted to put this on the start of the video here, just so you can kind of see the RNG for the gears, if we're going to get lucky or very unlucky and not get all of the gears to 20, because that would be really sad, because then we'd have to spend another 750 crystals just to get the last couple bios we would need. And yeah, I really don't want to have to do that. And the reason I'm recording this is because yes, Gringo did get screwed over. He was not able to get all of the gears to 20 with the 430 bios, so yeah, he's stuck with one last gear at 19, and it's at like 53 or 56% or something like that. So he got, yeah, he didn't get all the gears, so he's quite angry right now, to say the least. But anyway, hopefully I will not have to feel that exact same pain, and we will get all of the gears here to 20 with hopefully no issues. So we're just going to go ahead and jump in here and see what happens. And my usual way of leveling up gears is, yeah, I do always just use the auto here. It is quicker. I don't usually have the patience, but see that's a 16, so I usually switch gears. Anytime I get over a ×10 multiplier, I will switch over to another gear and get off of that one. I mean, that's just my weird OCD with rolling gears. I feel like once I get a ×10, that it kind of like opens the floodgates, and I'll just keep getting high numbers afterwards, and switching the gear will hopefully reset that. But we will see, because like Gringo, I've been having pretty bad luck with gears as well, in terms of it taking a ton of biometrics, but usually that's just on like the monthly selector characters, the biosub characters. So eventually I do get them, you know, to gears 20, but it's taking the entire month subscription, whereas usually I could get it done in like the first 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, but now it's taking the entire 4 weeks. Oh, I didn't switch gears there. Whoops, I was not paying attention, and we got a ×13, which is not good. But where we're going to get screwed over the most, if we are, is of course going to be the 19 to 20, because that is the bio sponge right there. It takes up all of your biometrics for that. Oh, we got a ×11. Messed up on this one. Let's see if we can't get a good roll for 18. I mean, I guess that's okay for a 19 to 20. For me, on average, when I roll from 19 to 20, I usually do get a ×20 plus, so that is actually good for me. But of course, I want to see the lowest numbers I can right now, because I do not want to get anywhere close to using all of these biometrics. I want to, oh, that's a 21, because I want to make sure that we get her to tier 2. So here we go, got 144 bios. Another 18, so we had 2 18s and a 21 for our 19 to 20. We have 1 gear left, right? Only 90 bios. This is not looking good. Okay, that ×1, that's nice, but we still have 2 more rolls to go here. We might not actually get this. I think we are going to be in the same boat as Gringo. 52 bios. Can we get this? I really hope so. Come on, 52 bios. Alright, cool. What was 52 bios? I would have needed to be like a ×30 or something like that for me to get screwed over on that one. Alright, so how many bios do we have left over? So we were able to get there, which is nice. We have 1. Am I seeing that right? 1 biometric? Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, we got really lucky, but see what I mean? They do not give you enough bios to guarantee that you're going to get the character to tier 2, because, you know, I used a mega rank up ticket on her, so all of these bios that we got from the full month of the heroic quest went into her gears, and I have 1 left over. So if I got like that one that I got a ×1 roll on, if that was a ×2, I would not have gotten this gear to level 20. So they really need to kind of fix that, because I think for the Arachknight and for White Fox here, if you buy the pack, you should get enough bios to get all of their gears to 20. Because, I mean, it's just stupid that you would have to buy the bio pack again just to get the last couple biometrics that you need, because I'm only, I would have been only a few short here. And like I said, with Gringo having the last gear at halfway there, he probably only needs what, like another 20, 25 bios and he would get it. So yeah, that's pretty ridiculous, but I'm very, very happy that we were able to get the gears to 20. So before we tier 2 her, of course, let's do our normal thing and take a look at the character so far. So for the skills here, we have our third skill leveled up to get that increase to bleed damage. Again, that will not apply to world bosses, so just kind of for PvP and Shadowland kind of thing. The fourth skill we have leveled up to get that, does that start at 2%, that recovery from max HP? I kind of think it would, right? Or does it start at like 1%, go to 1.25, 1.5? Either way, we're going to be leveling it up for the all attack, all speed, and crit rate boost. But yeah, I'm not sure if that recovery started at the 2%. And then the fifth skill, we don't have to level up. I leveled it up a few times just to see if maybe the charm would go up. Normally they don't when you have like a control, like a mind control or a charm, and it has like 5 seconds. That's usually as high as it'll go. So I was kind of optimistic saying, maybe it'll go up, but it did not. So that's what we have for the skills there. For her isolate set, we do have Power the Angry Hulk. I just kept that because it was the first one that I rolled. But as you can see from the fourth skill here, you are going to be getting a all speed increase by 15%. So Power the Angry Hulk is not going to be the optimal set for her. I definitely think Overdrive is going to be more suited for this character, because you don't need that extra attack speed that you're going to be getting from Power the Angry Hulk, because you should be, let's take a look at her stats here, pretty close. Actually, I'm only at 120% for my attack speed. So get 15, well, I say only, we're getting 15 extra, so we're going to be over the cap. So yeah, forget what I was saying right there. For some reason, it's like my mind was thinking it's including that 15% in the details page here, but no, that's when I activate the skill. So yeah, I'll be over cap, so I can get rid of Power the Angry Hulk just fine, because it's probably only giving me, yeah, it's giving me 4.5% right there, so that'll be 15%, so I'll be exactly at max attack speed when I use that skill, so I will be perfectly fine without that. So I'll probably try to re-roll that later, but for now, this is what we're working with. Our ignore defense is only at 40%, so I might throw on a few Uru to get her to 50% before we actually jump into a world boss fight. But for now, we're at 40%. Our skill cooldown is maxed. Our crit rate's only at 34%, so quite low. Same with crit damage, but again, I haven't put too much work into this character yet. She's pretty bare bones. She only has, like I said, her isolate set just activated. There's no Uru on her right now, and for her obelisk here, we just have a immune to guard break with a 160 damage proc, so we're not getting any crit rate, crit damage from the obelisk here. So it definitely could be better. And so far, I like immune to guard break on it, but I'm not 100% convinced that she needs it, because her charm skill is an iframe, but the charm doesn't happen until the end, and she does get out of the iframe, so there's like a very, very small gap where you could get interrupted from the skill. But most of the time you're going to get that charm off, and then she has an entomb skill. She's got iframe, I believe, on her fourth skill as well, so she does have a lot of tools. I can't remember off the top of my head. I should have jumped into the skill preview before recording, but I will find out, of course, when I get into the actual gameplay. So let's go ahead and get her to tier 2. We're going to go ahead and use one of our tickets here, and boom, there we go. All right, White Fox is tier 2. We have what, the Kamiho stance. The Kamiho stance. All right, I'm going to go with that, the Kamiho stance. So let's see what we're getting with their tier 2 passive. So it's going to be applied to allies with leadership, increased damage dealt to super villain types by 60%. So yeah, quite nice there, 60%. So that's going to be the highest increase to super villain type characters that we have as a support, because of course Miles has the 120% and Ghost Rider has the 120%, but that's for self boosting. This is going to apply to all characters that have leadership. So let's go ahead and share this with the Alliance. And if you don't know what the leadership, what do we have here? The Nine-Tailed Fox. If you don't know where to find the leadership kind of information, or find out if a character has leadership, it's just here on the details page. You see under the abilities in the bottom left here, you click on that shield right there, and it says leadership. So any character that has this shield here that says leadership will get the boost from her tier 2 passive. So there's quite a few characters you can use with this. I haven't looked at the entire list, so I've already forgotten which ones have it, but I think there was a few of the heavy hitters on the list, but like Scarlet Witch and those kind don't have it, if I remember correctly. But of course, Captain America does. I don't think Deadpool does, so some of the other tier 3s don't have it, but Sharon Rogers does have it, so this would be a good character to combo with Sharon Rogers. But anyway, let's go ahead and hop into a little bit of gameplay here, because I'm curious to see how strong White Fox is going to be on her own. And of course, as you saw from the details, she does have the leadership on herself, so of course her tier 2 passive will benefit herself, which is good, so she'll get that 60% boost. So let's go ahead and jump right into yeah, a little bit of gameplay. Alright, so here we are at World Boss Ultimate. We have Proxima Midnight that we're going to be trying White Fox against. We have Beast for his leadership, the 50% to physical attack. And then we have Coulson for his tier 2 passive. And then we are going to be using all damage strikers here. And I did take out Anti-Venom because she has her own heal, so I don't think we're going to need Anti-Venom here. I think she should have enough survivability. The only thing that worries me a little bit, of course, is those stupid blade twisters, because if we get snared by those and our charm wears off, we could die quite quickly, because she still lacks in like the defense department, where she does have iframes, damage immunity, and a heal to keep her alive. When she actually does get hit, her health goes down quite quickly. So yeah, let's see what we can do here against Proxima. And this is stage 30, if I didn't mention that before. So the same stage that we tried Miles Morales against as well when we tier 2'd him. And the only thing that's changed since I switched over to the battle here is I did put on one Ignore Defense Uru on each of her gears, just to get her Ignore Defense up a little bit. So her Ignore Defense as of right now is at 46%, so pretty close to cap. Oh, I canceled the 4th skill a little too early there. We didn't get all of our orbs. And we did get snared there, but luckily we got the charm up. There we go, get those orbs going around. Well, so far so good. So the rotation I like to use in terms of just pure survivability is I use the 5th skill to get the charm, and then I use the 4th skill right after for the damage immunity, because of those blade twisters, because that'll prevent me from being snared. But probably you want to use the 4th skill before you use the 5th skill, because you want the buff from the 4th skill to carry over to the 5th skill. So I am losing out on a little bit of damage doing it this way. Oh. We didn't charm her in time, so she got over here to her cutscene. Oh gosh, we almost got hit by that. Alright. Ooh, luckily we didn't get snared there, that's good. So damage is okay. She does have a pretty sizable boost with her own tier 2 passive and Coulson, and we also have Beast as leadership. Ah, we didn't get the charm there. There we are. Let's get in there. So yeah, overall it looks like she's doing better than Miles did in terms of damage, I think. It looks pretty close. Ow, we got snared there. Because Miles, we did the exact same stage here. We had Beast leadership as well. And he timed out with, what, was it 3 bars left, I believe, if I remember correctly? And I think his Ignore defense was a little bit lower. It's only at like 40%, so we're like 6% higher here. And our damage proc is a little bit off right now, so I need to get that back in line here. Alright, is that better? Yeah, there we go. Ooh, I think she did purple circles right there, so that's a really good thing that we got that cutscene right there. Oh, well, we missed that damage proc. Or did we? Oh no, we're still good. Ah, got snared. Stop it. Get me into my iframe. There we are. There. Got the snare, or the charm that time. And you can cancel the 5th skill at the end there, so after she swipes around like that, right when she gets out of it, as you can see, that charm still happened, even though we did get snared right there, because that effect does seem to happen pretty much no matter what, as long as you can get through your iframe. Alright, so our damage proc's a little bit off here, so I'm trying to realign it. Uh-oh, we're gonna get purple circled, I think. Woo! That was close. Those spears from the red circles do a lot of damage. They don't pierce though, so if you get your damage immunity up, then you are good to go. But yeah, those things will kill you really, really quickly. Our damage proc is missing again. What is this team up going to do? Oh, shouldn't have used that team up. I'm trying to get our damage proc back lined up here. Alright, how about now? There we go, that's a little bit better. This is looking really similar to Miles. He's down to only 3 bars left. And we have 40 seconds, so we might just be able to do it here. Get into our iframe, there we go. And we are snared, fantastic. Ooh, this is going to be really close. Ah, we missed our damage proc there. That could be the end. No, tornadoes, stop. Have mercy. Go, damage proc, go. Two seconds, go, damage proc. Woo! 1 second left. That's the exact same amount of bios that we had left over trying to get her to tier 2. Oh, Jesus. We got... Wow, scan complete. Well, look at that. So, yeah, we can already realize her potential. That was quick. Anyway, what did we get? And we got Cosmic Cube Fragments. And we got a purple box. Look at that. White Fox was lucky for me. So, yeah. Anyway, White Fox here, I think she's a really fun character to play. She has really good damage as well. I mean, this is pretty much going to be one of the highest kind of damage setups in terms of teams that I could use, because we have Beast with his 50% leadership, and then we have Coulson, of course, with his tier 2 passive, and then she has her own tier 2 passive. So, yeah, it's going to be about as high as her damage might get for my current build, of course, with her, and we don't have like a CTP or anything like that on her, which she could get away with because of that charm. So, yeah, she doesn't necessarily need the immune to guard break. I just like having it, and overall, good damage, really good survivability with that heal, iframe, charm, damage immunity. She's pretty much got it all there. So I think she's a really good character. The only problem, of course, is getting her to tier 2, because as you saw, I almost missed getting her to tier 2, just that one bio left over. I really think they need to do something about that. You shouldn't be, you know, struggling that much to get all the gears to tier, or to 20. So, you know, I think they could do better there. So I do think she's worth it if you can get her to tier 2, but I don't really like that you might have to buy a second pack for it. So if we take our little, what do we got here? Oh, I just completed one of our quests. Take a detour here. Go over to the Alliance, see if we can't find our friendly neighborhood Gringo. Where is he? So here we have Gringo. And you all remember Gringo and what I was saying in the beginning here. But let's go ahead and take a look here and see just how unlucky he can be. So, of course, he's got the same mission as me, get all characters to tier 2, and he's a lot closer to it than I am. So let's take a trip down memory lane here. We have the first heroic quest character in the form of Arachknight, which Gringo was very, very excited for because one of his favorite characters is Moon Knight. He's a big Moon Knight fanboy, so when he saw Arachknight, he was quite excited, and of course he loves Spider-Man, so mixing the two together, he's like, alright, I need to get this character. And what does he do? He buys the character, he uses a mega rank up ticket on him, does the full month-long quest, and then as you can see here, 1 gear, at 19. They did not give him enough biometrics, so he was stuck having a tier 1 Arachknight, and he was pissed about that, to say the least. And then we have the White Fox, our next heroic quest character, come out here. And what happens? It's looking eerily similar here, isn't it? Again, 1 gear is stuck at 19, so he got screwed over 2 times from this. So, I mean, I don't know if he just has really bad luck, or if, you know, this is a common occurrence and a lot of people are getting unlucky, because I never bought Arachknight, so this was my first time going through the heroic quest and actually getting the biometrics to level up the character. So this is my first experience with it, and like I said, I only had 1 left over, so I was dangerously close to having the exact same thing happen to me that happened to Gringo right here. And from what he told me, White Fox is at like 90-something% too for that last gear, so he literally needed like 1 more roll, and he would have been able to get her to tier 2. Arachknight was a little bit worse, because I think that gear was only at like 50% or something like that. But either way, I think that they should give you enough bios to guarantee that you get all your gears to 20 if you use a mega rank up ticket. So I think if they do like a future thing with the heroic quest and they want to keep this style, they should just completely up the ante and give you, what is it, 630 bios, so that way you can either get the character from 1 to 6 stars if you don't want to use a mega rank up ticket on them in one go, or you can use that to get all of the gears to 20, because there's no way that over 600 bios will not get all the gears to 20. So yeah, let me know your experiences below. Is this a rare occurrence and Gringo just got really, really unlucky 2 times in a row? Or is this quite common? Because I'm kind of curious to know if this is happening to a lot of people, just a few people. Yeah. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.